Good morning, everyone. I am now in Alameda, which is right next to Oakland, on my way, but I just felt like I should drive through because there's like a nice little island. Look at that cool marshlands. And I don't know if you can see, but in the distance, San Francisco! Now here at the USS Hornet Museum, I guess you can tour one of these giant freaking naval boats. Here she is, the USS Hornet. So you get to visit this aircraft carrier. That's pretty cool. Man, this thing is so big. But it's just like the one in the Intrepid in New York. I'm assuming it'd be kind of the same. So there's the Hornet, and then down at the Hornet you have a beautiful view of downtown San Francisco. I am sure that on a clear, beautiful day, this would be an amazing view. Even in the fog, it's kind of cool. Now, it might only be because I'm a supply chain geek that I really think this is so cool and I enjoy it. So please bear with me. But it's so cool to be up so close at a harbor where they have all this stuff going on. The crane was moving earlier. I wish it would start moving again. And then you have the San Francisco Bay Ferry right there. Like, there you go, you got the crane moving. Loading up the boat. Going back up. Welcome to Lake Merritt here in beautiful downtown Oakland. Look at these guys. They don't even care that I'm here. When I was in Seattle, they were a lot meaner. They were biting my head off if I got close to them. But these guys are just cool. But look at this beautiful lake. Beautiful view of Oakland. Alright, so now here in downtown Oakland, they have a lovely waterfront here. It's beautiful, and they have a lovely visitor center. This really is like a quaint little town. It's very nice. Everything's like doable. There's a free shuttle that goes all the way up and down the main street. It's beautiful. There's plenty of free parking just to the left of me down at the shore, so I'm gonna go do that and then ride my bike around. So this is Oakland for you. I got a beautiful picture from here looking in on downtown. You got Chinatown, not too cool because I've seen so many Chinatowns now. Jack London, beautiful place. If I'm going to make my way up to Old Town, they have a farmer's market because it's Friday today. Downtown, they got City Center. This is where my podcast people are. Then going up here to a beautiful copper museum. And then this whole way, there's a free bus that you can ride, but I'll just probably ride my bike because I don't need that. Up here, you can go up and get beautiful views of San Francisco. I just love this. Here's the Friday farmer's market. See, farmer's markets are so great. I don't know why we don't have them more. They're all over in France. I love that. Look at that. You got sampling, you got all the fruits and vegetables you could ever want. Oh my. Eggs. You could try some raw milk back there, but I'm not trying to get sick or anything on my trip, so I'll stay away from that. Corn. I don't know those. Oh, chips, cheese, rice, pastries. Man, look at these pastries. Those look good. Did you make those? And say you did a good job. Whoever made them did a good job. And what's great is it smells like a real, authentic French bakery. It smells so good. And it looks so real. This probably beats a lot of the bakeries now in Paris. And what was great is that all that stuff was made by a bakery called Brioche and Crepe. And then also, she speaks Spanish, so I spoke to her in Spanish the whole time. It was so cool. And it's right by Chinatown, so of course you have a bunch of Chinese here picking up stuff, but... Yo, check this out. Nesquik gives out free milk here and people go crazy over it. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. They had to pull it away because people... look at them. They're swarming like it's like a freaking concert, but it's not. This is just chocolate milk. Oh my gosh, ridiculous. So, PRX, the radio station that makes the podcast 99% Invisible that I listen to all the time, they no longer are in the location that they say on. When I tried calling Arcsign, which is where they used to have their office, they actually told me that they're upstairs now, which is actually still kind of the same place, but they wouldn't give me the contact information, so I'm going to go find it myself. Because it's actually the whole reason I first came to Oakland. Like, I wouldn't have come if it weren't for this. So of course there's a code on the door and I couldn't find the PRX on there, so I just said that I was doing a delivery and I asked somebody else to open the door for me. Yeah, so I had to ring like the door thing a bunch of times and I just tried calling everybody. It's like, I have a delivery for PRX, I can't find them on the directory, can you please let me in or tell me how to get to them? And then of course somebody else came in right after me. Okay, so that was cool, but it was really weird. Like, they really have like a minimalistic gig. I didn't realize how small they were. Like, it's just some random little office in this building. They make it sound so much more of like a mainstream, big-time production than really it is. And that's cool, it's interesting. But they gave me a free... They said to use it for my trip, but I'm definitely not going to use it. I'm going to use it for my scrapbook at the end, because this is just cool. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. Not what I expected. So I pretty much did what I came to do in Oakland, yes! But there's still the copper sculptures I'm going to go check out, and then I'm going to Berkeley. I didn't think any of you ever saw how a jackhammer worked before, and I thought it was kind of cool, so... And it's not often that you get to see that happen, so I thought I'd show you guys. You know, it's surprisingly really quiet here in Oakland. It's not that busy. It's not like a super city or anything like that. But there's tons of cops everywhere doing stuff all the time. Look at that. But in Chinatown, there's definitely a jam. There's busy in Chinatown. So I just got like super lost. I thought I was going back towards the waterfront, but it turns out I went into a tunnel accident and I went back to Alameda Island, which is where I was this morning. And the tunnel was not meant for cars, so the only way back I would have to go all the way up like the island and then go across a bridge. So I had to take the tunnel back, and this cop, he was so nice. When I finally got through, he was like, yo, you know, there's another tunnel right down the road, you should have taken that one, this, that, and the other. But he drove behind me the whole time so I wouldn't get hurt. I was so thankful. He wasn't angry or anything at me, he just was like, I just wouldn't want to have to be the one who has to take the report because something happened to you. And I was like, oh, well, thank you very much. That's so nice of you. You know you're at the port when all you see is big tractor trailers and cargo containers and delivery trucks, and man. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this view. Beautiful downtown San Francisco. It's so cool to see it surrounded by the port. Look at the size of those cranes, man, that's just crazy. And then all the containers and trucks, the bridge. And then I'm guessing the Golden Gate must be somewhere right behind all those buildings, because I think that's the island that you can go to that's like a national park and stuff, and then... So if you come all the way out to the very end of Middle Harbor Road, here at the edge of Oakland, you will have an amazing view of San Francisco. Yeah, this is just so crazy cool. Moving along. This is so ridiculous. You all definitely have to come out here. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, you have to come out of your way. If you're a local, you have to come here. If you are from like the other side of the country, you have to come out here. If you are a supply chain guru, you definitely have to come out here. This is beautiful. Santa Fe train 2, a bird just pooped right where I get on the roof of the car to take awesome photos, which is a pain in the butt. And 3, a Google car just went by. You know the car with the Google and the camera on the top and all that stuff? Yeah, it just went by. But I'm going to show you the Santa Fe train. I'm so excited about this train because I feel like it's a classic, and I feel like I have like a model train at home of it. And I was just so surprised to see it here. Haha, Santa Fe! But also, in case you don't know, this is what a traffic jam looks like at a port. And this is what all the truck drivers are always complaining about. Look at that mess. And I thought earlier they were honking at me, but no, they go mad when they're all backed up like this. They just get angry at each other. It's like road rage with the 18-wheeler. Oh my gosh, I did not realize how bad it is. Look at this. It just goes on. I'm about to go 2.5 miles. on this road, and it looks like the whole road is full of trucks. Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to guesstimate how many trucks are here. Oh my gosh. So I was told I should come check out this monument. There's stuff made out of... Somebody told me it was made out of bronze, but it doesn't look like bronze. This is it. Remember Them by Marco Sciuto. Oh, that's his poem. Kaiser Permanente. All these donors. Henry J. Kaiser. All these dudes' faces. Oh, you know. Oh, Malcolm X. The rest of them I don't know. Oh, there's Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt. Mother Teresa. And then the rest I don't really know who they are, but they're pretty cool. Whatever they're made out of, though, it shines a lot, so it's probably hard to see. Hey, Martin Luther King. Can't miss. Abraham Lincoln. Can't miss that one. That's Malcolm X, I think, over there. That might be Mother Teresa. I don't know who the rest of them are. So this actually is made out of bronze, and it's the 25 humanitarians of the country. Oh, and then all of these out here are a tour for the visually impaired. So all the faces that are on the monument are along the side. That is so cool. So I was given a list of places that have scenic views of San Francisco. I'm going to go evaluate them all and tell you guys which are the best. First stop is Mountain View Cemetery. And I'll just say, it's a beautiful cemetery regardless of anything else. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, just look at that. That is so nice. It's so peaceful. You can hear the birds. Also, there's supposedly a bunch of famous people who are buried here. There's a whole pamphlet on them. I don't recognize any of them, but again, I'm not a big history buff or anything like that, so I wouldn't really know, or a person. Here's the upper north end of Oakland, here at the top of the cemetery. And then here's the beautiful town of Oakland, California. And then all the way back there, San Francisco! You can see the bridge down where I was earlier. Look at those clouds back there. That's gorgeous. And yes, I'm on top of a mulch pile, which they are bulldozing. That's why you hear the bulldozer. But this is just beautiful. Look at that. But yeah, this camera, this Snapchat does not even photos, do this any good. This view is amazing. You guys gotta come out here. Here it just puts everything into perspective. You can see the port, you can see the city, you can see how small the port is compared to the city, you can see the bridge, you can see everything around it. I will say though that the Mid-Harbor Park, that's so far the best view of the city. Because here you're just too far away. And so College Ave is one of the streets that you're supposed to go drive down because it's really nice. There's a lot of stores here, and ones that I don't recognize the names of at all. But on the way to... Okay, so it's really weird because this upper part of Telegraph Avenue, it seems so sketchy, and like there's tattoo parlors and piercings and things all over the place. And Berkeley is literally right up there, like a professional, well-established school. It's kind of funny, ironic, I feel like. But I'm not judging, just pointing it out. Well, here it is, one of the entrances to Berkeley, and look, they were clearly having protests here yesterday, because they said that Black Lives Matter, you're loved, black people. And so the thing is, parking around here is not easy, and it's not cheap either. You have to pay at the meter. And I've already been to Berkeley, so I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit of a tour, a little bit of a taste of Berkeley, but it's a pretty cool place. Take my word for it. It's pretty old school. It's kind of different than Harvard, but kind of like that. So like the area around Berkeley, the university, is a lot like when it was like at Harvard. I remember like there's like all kinds of like city, it's kind of like old stuff, but like Berkeley itself is kind of weird because what I remember is like some of the buildings are old, kind of like at Harvard, but like brick, you know, the brick building, that old kind of building. But then some of them are like a lot newer with modern glass. You all can see pictures of the campus if you go online, and you can see all that. But I'm going to try to go to the business school because that's what I do at every university. So let's do that. That way I can park illegally and then just run in. I'm going to drive through the campus really slowly so you guys can take a look. They have a really nice, like statue cathedral in the middle. Their buildings are a lot like that one up there. It's more like stone. I guess I was a little mistaken when I said, like Harvard. But, like, the atmosphere kind of feels like Harvard, but it's more. But they do have some more, like, modern buildings that are, like, made of glass, like, along the main boulevards around the sides of the campus. I saw those. I'm pretty sure here they also have secret underground tunnels to get around and stuff. So I remember I got lost when I was here with my friends from school. This is like the center. There's the university library. That tower. You can go up the tower. I'm pretty sure you can go up the tower. I'm almost positive you can go up the tower. I'm gonna ask somebody. Yep, as always, just ask, guys. Yeah, I asked the guy. He said, yeah, you can go up. You just have to find parking, and then it's free. Stephen Hall. Wondering if no, that's not dorms. I wonder where the dorms are. See, that's a nice building. See, that's why I thought of Harvard, because of that. Most of it's stone, like marble-looking stone. Check out what they got going on here. There's like 10 or 12 reserved spots for Nobel laureates. Interesting. That's a pretty cool building too. I think that's their art center. See, this is some of the more modern stuff I was talking about. Look at that, you can see the design. Much more sophisticated. But now we're heading to Grizzly Peak, which is another one of the scenic views, supposedly. It's just farther up north, up the hill from Berkeley. I say to go up to Grizzly Peak, but I'm not all the way up there yet. There's still a half a mile to go, but this view is beautiful. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Look at that. All the way out there. So over there is Oakland. You can tell by the couple tall buildings.
I see a tower.
This is Berkeley out here. There you got the bridge going into, and then over there you can see the mountains near San Rafael, which is north. Golden Gate Bridge is somewhere in those clouds right there in front, connecting the two. Okay, so I don't know what that other place was that I showed you, but it's on the way up to Grizzly Peak, so you can't miss it. But Grizzly Peak is even cooler, too, but only in person. Here it is.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, Snapchat! Yeah, this is ridiculously awesome. Alright, so I was planning out the rest of my day, and I was thinking about, like, where I should go. I was thinking about taking a route that goes up to San Rafael and then takes the Golden Gate Bridge back into San Francisco during the night so I can see the beautiful sightseeing of the beautiful city at night. But I don't think that's going to work out exactly because there's, like, tolls. I was trying to avoid all the tolls, but you can't. So, like, there's tolls 3 different places to get into San Francisco. So imagine these are your 3 cities. This is San Francisco, this is Oakland, and this is San Rafael. Going this way, there's a toll. Going this way, there is no toll. Going this way, there is no toll. But here, there's a toll. This way, no toll. No toll. Toll. The person I'm staying with is already in here, so I'm obviously going to have to pay a toll here. But I was hoping to just go around again, but then I have to pay a toll again here. Tip for all of you. At the very beginning of the line, it says that there's only like 6 lanes, but there's actually like 20 lanes, and they all divide into more cash lanes at the very end. So at the very beginning, what you should do is get in the fast track only lane, and then at the very close to the beginning, just hop into the cash lane. Alright, so we're botching all the other best views. Like, unless you don't want to pay a toll to go into San Francisco, this is where you come, Treasure Island. Alright, like I said, this is the #1 place to come get a view, guys, Treasure Island. Look at that. Time, guys, look, you can see all the way over there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's the Golden Gate. Alright, so while here at Treasure Island, I met these 2 lovely ladies. One of them's from LA, the other one, I'm not sure, I didn't catch it. But they just told me the best places to see scenic views here at San Francisco. And they're free spots, so you can go anytime you want. They're free. I'm going to definitely go and do it. And that pretty much means that Coy Tower is out the door, because you have to pay for it. It's up a hill that's a pain in the butt to walk up. And it's nowhere near as high as the rest of this stuff is probably going to be. Yo, check out the incline on this road. at least 50 degrees, I swear. Yo, the weather up here is crazy. Look at that car! Oh my gosh! Look at the weather up here. It's ridiculous. See, this spot is way too good for today because it's so foggy out. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I think Twin Peaks will have to be tomorrow. Look at this. You can't see anything. Oh, ridiculous. Look at it. I can barely see the road that's right down there that just came up. And it's so windy. See, there goes again the wind. Yo, this is so cool. Look at this. You can't see anything. Ridiculous. It's so cool. I don't even have a view and I think it's cool. And it's like raining up here. I'm actually like in the clouds. That's so cool. Oh, yeah. So that was Twin Peaks, but now I'm off to the Moraga Steps, which is actually, if you put in your GPS, you have to type in the 16th Street Tile Hills. Correction, the 16th Street Tile Steps. That's what it is, because that's essentially what they are. They're 4 sets of steps that are made out of tile, mosaic tile. But I do love it here because there appears to be tons of free parking. And of course it's like 2-hour parking, but like still it's free parking. So again, the Moraga stairs are up in the clouds, so it's really foggy. If you look at it, you can barely see down the street. So definitely have to come back tomorrow, but look, this is it. That's actually pretty cool. Look at this. All the way. I totally thought I was going to be so pissed driving through San Francisco, but right now it's not too bad, and the hills are crazy also. I thought I was going to hate it, but definitely have to bike. Not bike tomorrow. Not biking. I have to use my car and figure something out, because this is not bikeable at all. Yo, just look at how steep these hills are. I definitely going to need some new brakes after this. Ayos! And literally a cop car just drove by while I was doing this. He didn't do anything. By the way, their cop cars here are ugly. I'm surprised they're not nicer. And you know what's funny? I haven't seen a single McDonald's yet. I saw a Burger King, I think, and a Wendy's, but I haven't seen a single McDonald's or In-N-Out Burger or that many fast food for a minute. I just love it here. It's so cool. For some reason, I just love these houses, especially the colored ones. But they remind me of the houses from Up. I think that's why. But like I said, I just love these houses. Look at this pink one. What? I thought it'd be a good idea to come to the beach since I thought that it's a lot lower elevation. There wouldn't be as much fog, but man, it's just as foggy. But the fog is not going to stop me from enjoying the beach. Except that it's freezing. That might stop me. And then look, it's like Ashland. Hey, little fishies. Little fishies, you want to go play in the ocean? Let's go. Wow, look at that. Yo, check out, these guys are fishing out there. What are they trying to catch? Oh my gosh, that's more sand than when I went on the freaking beach. Ah, it's still coming. Yo, look at these houses. These are beautiful houses. It's on Sea Cliffs. The neighborhood of Sea Cliffs. This is nice stuff. So I'm down now at the Golden Gate Bridge. You can see just barely the end of the Golden Gate going out. And you can just make it across. You can just see the land over there. It's a lot clearer in person, but barely, just barely. Yeah, look at that. You can see the bridge. It kind of goes out. And you can hear the boat a lot better now. There he is. See, look at that. You can just barely see the other side. Even in focus, it's hard. There's the bridge. It starts out. You can clearly see it. And then it disappears into the fog. And look, they're all fishing here too, but somebody caught something here. Look at that. That's a big one too. It's like half the size of that thing. So I know North Point is an old military base, but this totally looks like an old military base too. But this is farther inland in the... No, this must all be part of the Presidio, which is the old naval base. Yeah, Presidio Visitor Center, they have their own visitor center. Yeah, because this definitely looks like an old military base. That's for sure. Yeah, so by looking at a map, this is the Presidio of San Francisco, and like the pier where I was, and Christie Fields, and all those places are all part of it. North Point, and all the other green stuff around there on the map, then when you look on Google Maps. And then here is the Disney Family Museum. I believe I'm on my way up to Lombard Street. Look how steep this stuff is. Ayahs. In every which way you look, there's giant hills. Look at that. Oh my goodness. If you can see this, look how crazy it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, but that's beautiful. You can see the water. Whoa, that's nice. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but look at that. That is beautiful. And then look over there in the distance, you can see the Golden Gate. Now it's kind of cleared up, I guess. I mean, seriously, that's just ridiculously beautiful. Look at those clouds. They totally look like mountains with their clouds. And look at the other big clouds move. Well, now to get back down, because I climbed up this building, as you can see. Or I just realized you can't see, but I climbed up a building to get up here. Oh my goodness, San Francisco is beautiful at night. I don't think this does any justice, but there's the bridge. But this is Waterfront San Francisco for you. Music, lights, Fisherman's Wharf. Where is he? There he is. What's he gonna do? Yeah! Woo! I love driving by all these beautiful piers. They're such works of art. Especially that clock tower one. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't realize how long the pier is down here. Like all the piers, man, all together. The waterfront is massive. And there was tons of nightlife going on. I don't know if it's just because it's Friday or if there's always, but like at all the parks and like each pier, there's different stuff going on. Lights, music, food. There's the San Francisco Bay Bridge. That's beautiful. That's pretty much it. I'm staying with my friend tonight, so that's why I'm being very quiet, but I had such a blast today. Oh my gosh. Oakland has amazing views of San Francisco, an amazing port, amazing supply chain. San Francisco is so diverse. I love their houses. I love just, not just like diversity of people, but diversity of like culture, experiences, houses, cars, lights, views. Like there's literally a different like scenic view for every day of the week. There's a different, if you're in the mood for like super city, you can go find that. If you're in the mood for like countryside, you can go find that. Like if you're in the mood for anything, it's just a 20-minute drive away. That's why I love it. I'm probably gonna end up going back by a lot of the stuff that I did today because today was really foggy, but it was cool to see everything from a different perspective through that fog. And I just want to give a shout out and thanks to Becky and Christina. Becky hooked me up with Christina, and Christina is who I'm staying with here in Mission District. Thanks. Have a good night.